And welcome to today's Ukraine update. In today's video, we will be discussing the latest news on the front line. So let's get into it. First off, we have received some pictures of the Ukrainians when they captured the rigs next to Crimea. These are the pictures you are seeing right now of Ukrainian special forces when they captured the rig. Now, moving on to Kherson, there have been no updates from Kherson, drone attacks or anything like that. No geolocated footage from today. Now moving on to Robotyne, where it gets interesting. First off, Russian drone attacks have happened here and here, meaning that Ukraine has basically this whole gray zone area now is in Ukrainian control because there's drone footage. Not going to show you it because the Ukrainian soldiers do get killed, and that's just YouTube may demonetize my channel for showing that. However, the Russian drones were heavily attacking the former Russian positions that are now captured and held by the Ukrainians. Ukraine has also moved several units to Robotyne area, so you can expect the battle for Verbove to start very soon. I would say within probably a couple days, the longest a week, for Ukraine to launch a massive assault. Will it be successful or not? Frankly, we don't know. Anyway, fighting reported here and here, even though this map shows this part to be in the under Russian control. There was a Russian drone footage over here firing at some Ukrainian positions. So yeah, it's obviously not under complete Russian control over there, or at least wasn't when the video was recorded. Russia has launched several attacks here just today, artillery attacks, drone attacks, and many people's theory is Russia is going to launch an offensive here to stop the Robotyne offensive. Personally, I don't think that's what's happening. I think they may think because Ukraine just took this and this, they may think, or they may know, that Ukraine is going to launch an offensive from this direction, so they are trying to batter them down so they will be weaker when they try to launch their offensive, if they try to launch their offensive. That's my personal opinion on it. Again, I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. Moving on to Regina, we've gotten no reports from Novomoskovsk except for one Russian shell over here, and that was last night, so it could mean that the Ukrainians were forced to leave this settlement. Again, the Ukrainians all going to continue their attacks on this village over here, Novomoskovsk, Novodonetsk, and Ukraine has launched drone attacks on this road, destroying a good amount of Ukrainian vehicles. Russian vehicles that were going from this road. So another thing, one Ukrainian soldier said, before we get to what's going on in other areas, one Ukrainian soldier said, and he was near Robotyne, the reason why it's the Russians' ability to move reinforcements to the front line to stop Ukrainian attacks are very quick. So it's very difficult for the Ukrainians to do any major assault without reinforcements coming, and in order for them to be able to fix this problem completely, they would have to outnumber their opponent 5-1, which he said was impossible for the Ukrainians to do at the moment. However, he said it is getting easier for the Ukrainians to push forward. Now, this village, the Russians did post videos about being in this village, so obviously it's not under Ukrainian control like Russian military bloggers said. However, the Ukrainians could hold this area of the village, or just it be in the gray zone. The Russian video was geolocated somewhere around here, and there were no videos of any other place, so it could mean that Ukrainian forces are still in there, and most likely the battle's still going on, and the Russians have yet to kick the Ukrainians out. Now moving on to Andriivka, again, Russian Telegram channel Ryber reported that the Russians have completely left Andriivka, and went to fortifications on the railroad area. Now, he did not specify this side or the opposite side. However, today there was a geolocated footage of a Ukrainian shell firing in Andriivka. So the shell hit somewhere in Andriivka, so most likely the Russians are not fully out from here. So the Ukrainians are basically just waiting this out, because for some reason the Russians can't just do an easy retreat from here, so most likely they will just wait this one out. Probably won't be like Mariupol or something where it takes a long time. Or a longer time than people expected. So this is video footage that you're seeing right now by Ukrainian soldiers in Klishivka seems very calm, seems very peaceful. However, some sources still claim Russia holds this part of Klashivka. However, the video geolocation from one of those Ukrainian soldiers were right here by that Christian church. That church is kind of like a landmark because people are saying the Russians still control this area. The Russians controlling this and the Ukrainian soldiers just walking around here. Probably not the smartest thing to do, so most likely this place is cleared from any Russian resistance. This is what Russia holds on of Klashivka. The rest is in the gray zone. Most likely, in my opinion, Klashivka will fall by the end of this week. However, that all is if Russia does not do a counterattack, if Ukraine successfully does attacks and pushes the Russians out. Again, there's a lot of variables that go into this thing. However, I think it will fall within this week. Okay, so Russia has managed to actually gain some ground over here on the 11th. And also, this is besides the frontline point, Russia did bomb yesterday a Ukrainian city named New York, and there is a Ukrainian city named that, and a lot of people are saying that Russia did this to get back at America, like the whole Twin Towers thing. And according to sources, this has happened ever since the 2015. Every 9/11, they would bomb this Ukrainian town named New York. So I guess when you can't mess with a nuclear-armed giant, you decide to bomb a town named after one of the cities in that nuclear-armed giant that has less than 10,000 people. Anyway, that's basically it from the front lines. Again, no Russian advancements in Kupiansk. Russian artillery strikes and drone strikes around the area. Anyway, guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, if you guys want to see more videos, click the notification bell so you'll be informed when I post a new video. Again, YouTube, I do not condone any violence or war of any kind. I'm simply reporting the facts about this ongoing conflict. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.